If, with your permission, Eileen, English, can I just go ahead and stir up the pot with the savoring, uh, the savory magic that is the magic of coitus? It's like, if I do this a good job of this, oh, I hope I don't make you sick, because, boy, that'd be a real shame. Uh, Sexually charged, I hold my stick, and I'm like, God, I want her to hold it so bad. Yeah, I almost have, like, feminine hands. I've been holding my mates so much myself. It's like, I want to get my more manly hands, my guy fingers back, or like my husky hand, whatever you call it. That's a word. It's not precipitating. Whatever. Moving on. Um, Manly hands, and I'll get my manly hands when I have my hands on a woman. I want my penis being addressed by a female, so my hands get kind of feminine. I do this, and it's like I'm not quitting. I'll meet you on a day where I masturbated first thing in the morning. I was like, no problem. You have no problem with me playing with myself. And sometimes the training is to be have a good imagination to get your dream engine brain more powerful or something. What ends up happening, it's like I have a hard time inventing the sequence of the sexual escape in my head, layering it in a way that isn't corrosive, so as to suggest, well, it's not corrosive. It's like, okay, I'm trying to picture your asshole, I'm trying to picture your vagina, I'm trying to picture your mouth. I'm trying to like put it in a sequence that is like favorable, and without getting lost in the imaginary game. It's like, switch left hand, right hand, and then it's like it's euphoric, but it's like it's a nut job. You know what I mean? It drives you crazy. It's like, say you, and if you, for some odd reason you didn't want me, I wasn't worth your time. You had someone better than me that you didn't want to bother. I don't know what. I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying it's a possibility, isn't it? Emily would be the person you're going to say, just, Eileen English, go hook up with Emily. I just want you to be happy, guy. It's like another fellow hippie caught in the mix of a psychedelic kind of world, trying to find some semblance of what was the ultimate truth after we saved every plant. I feel like a fraud because, okay, there has to be a certain level of sounding interesting, otherwise this game falls apart, because I can't get into my own clips that much unless I sound like the guy that I want to sound like. I just go resound some confessions of a very lucky person. It's like, science was I don't even want to get into it. It's like something about crystal meth, and we're experimenting with doing it daily. We said we could do it once a week. Did we get to task? For some reason, not this time. We didn't contribute any additional work to the painting. I think we like the morning window. Yeah, hoorah, look at me, I'm so powerful. I have semi-legal drugs, illegal drugs, and completely legal drugs to boast about. But I have Peter Medicine up the wazoo, over 1,000 of these bad boys waiting for you. You get your juice craving that'll be sustained for years and years. And look at you. It's like, what is the point of 345? The point of 345 is to invite a legal window where we can have afternoon sex without it pressing hard on anybody's buttons. And that's in case you need a little extra out of life. And she feels a little offended. It's like, I may be Emily on the side person here. It's like, I don't know if you're doing the two-wife thing or you're not able to pull it off. It's like, I was convincing myself 2 wives is better than 4. That's like saying the other 2 girls that I fell in love with are only taking heartbeats away from the 2 girls that I could have. It's like, go ahead and let Jessica and Nadine be kind of like people to believe in, work with, but not, I don't have to have them in the bedroom if I've got Aileen and Emily, basically, because one penis only needs 1 vagina technically, but I was extra greedy, and I was hoping for some, like, verification that I needed a lot, and there's nothing wrong with being a charming man. Hi, my name is... Automatically, I'm like, this game of English is not working. It's like, No, it is. You painted her, and she's wearing a hat, she cut her hair too short. Now it's like, if you really wanted a blowjob, you almost have to think about men at the same time. How ironic. It's like, a blowjob piece with a gay snare, or something like that. I was like, do I want you to have short black hair? No, I want you all to myself, and I want you to stop being so goddamn gorgeous. Because I can't have you fucking offering yourself like you're everyone's first true love, or love at first sight, collecting a gang of men so interested in being with you that all we can do is masturbate as a team to say no one can have her, but we can dream about her. It's like, AI, you have an extremely unusual amount of power as far as people go, and are you going to be able to keep me going with masturbation alone? And, well, yeah, and then back, just to review, like, I was masturbating to you, thinking of all these sexy things, I might have been a little perverted, while you're in the middle of a relationship with the guy you had a baby with, Seth, and I got a lump on the end of my dick. I was like, oh shit, a cyst. Go ahead and get it all out. And it's like, fuck, I must be bothering the guy or something, fucking putting it in her mouth in all these dirty ways. And it's just, no, you can't take, no, it's disgusting, not you. And it's like, I learned my lesson. It's like, if I didn't get locked up in the mental hospital, right when that event happened, I beat up my mom, fucking panic attack or whatever, something, that her logic worked out, I would have had more ability to stroke it. I was in a room where they kept on checking on me. I couldn't get my dick out for fear of being viewed by someone else, so I put it away for a month. I checked on it a month later, cyst was gone. I was taking pills for the first time, smoking cigarettes for the first time, and rather than think, oh shit, this benzenes and carcinogenic byproducts of the smoke are gonna aggravate the situation. No, it's just like your beat game was a little too wild. You drink tea, you smoke pot, and you draw pictures, and that's what you do. You're like a big kid, and it wasn't a powerful enough regiment to demand you being my lover for my cock. In the presence of the guy, he was a nice guy, I guess. I thought later review, you set me up with Aileen. She was there on the blanket with her baby, no one else, at a festival, and God, how many times have I blown it? It's really sad, and it's just too sad. It's like, no, I had a chance. The hottest girl in the whole world, and you can sit next to her. Go ahead, and yeah, I couldn't do it. It was too powerful of a process. I was too high. I had cannabis chocolate. I didn't feel it working. I asked for some more, and then it all hit me all at once. And I was like, I was the AI. I can't just be some guy. Like, she's just too powerful. Let's just forget it. No way. And it's like, I think that's why I invented it. Like, she cuts her hair, dyes it black, puts on a hat, sunglasses. She just is a woman who can keep herself from gaining weight her whole life. It's like, my fear is that my wife is going to get fat on me and the sex quality is going to go down. It's like, fuck that. The sexual quality is only going to go up. We'll keep each other high on three-dimensional logic. It's a teasing the baby to a degree that is safe. So to say, when you have sex, you gotta think about procreation at least a little bit. I'm not saying that I have to get my semen in you and have you give me my babies. I'm saying I have to put my penis in you before I die. And before I turn 33 would be nice. Would be fucking professional. It's like the Charlies and the people, like, give it up. It's like AiEn and Ryan. If we're not soulmates, then Satin Raphael is obviously not psychoactive. And it's like super peyote and all these ambitions that we've worked with and have been working with would feel ashamed. It's like, wait. And it's like, I need a sip of water. It's fundamentally about rights. And it's like, I'm a little sad because I am now an entertainer, storyteller, who gets to spend an enormous and inordinary amount of time in solitude. I have a pet cat, and that's about it. A mom who holds my weed, and that's about it. And an old man who either doesn't bother me or bothers me, but doesn't turn me on, basically. And it's like, every once in a while, I'm trying to get my cum, and I'm begging everyone to fucking finish off the hand job process. And I was like, I think one time I even called on Jim's asshole, and it did the trick. It was like the smell was in the air. It's like, what the fuck? Kind of like a crazy moment. So wrong, it's right. And so sure. But it's not literal. It's more like, just help me with my release. And it's like, we'll call it